All right. So, for those of you who are Gridiron fans who have supported us and purchased Gridiron, Dice and Drives Football, or those of you who are debating about it, I wanted to let everyone know that Dale and I this weekend have completed the 1932 season for Gridiron Dice and Drives base game. You can find it in Dell's folder, in the Gridiron folder. Matter of fact, let's go back and I'll show you this. I'll make a link directly to it so you won't have to find it. There'll be a link right inside here. So Dell made a portrait version, so easy print, front and back color, so you can just print it front and back in color. And then he made a landscape version that's 3 pages, so it won't print on one page, but the profile version will. So again, part of our goal with Gridiron Dice and Drives was to give gamers a chance to enjoy early American professional football as a career game. You can create your own leagues. There's a 1927 league that comes in it that's fictional. And then I wanted to put together an actual season in the 1932 season. Not certain if we'll do this again, but we may, I don't know, but I just wanted to provide an actual NFL league free of charge in support of Gridiron. So they're rated based on how well they played, based on the only available data we have. There is not a ton of statistical data on early American football. You can imagine that, right? But there are players. There are touchdowns. There are turnovers. There are actual XPs and field goals, but that's all we generally have. And that's it. There is not a lot of other information. I mean, there is rushing per down and passing. But again, our game doesn't simulate snap-by-snap football, so we don't need to know rushing averages and all that. All we need to know is how well they played football. So, again, they have offensive ratings, ball security, defensive rating, takeaway rating, a field goal rating. You'll notice the field goals are pretty bad. That would be because kicking field goals was bad back in the day. Returns, punts, and coverage is all here. What is different from the core game, for those of you who, when you get the core game, you're going to find out it has, we don't provide fictional players or run pass touchdown distribution with the fictional 1927 game. But I did provide touchdown allocation for both quarterbacks and for those who ran in pass runs. So when the Chicago Bears score a touchdown, which won't be a lot, but let's say they do get there. Well, I shouldn't say it won't be a lot. They may. Chicago was pretty darn good. So was Green Bay. Portsmouth was fantastic. Anyway, long story short, when they score a touchdown, you'll roll it. You'll look at the fast eye. If the fast eye says 3+, that means it's a running touchdown. And then you'll look at that number, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So if I rolled a 4, I would know immediately it was a run touchdown, and it would be Red Grange ran the ball in for a touchdown. Again, using only 6 pips on the fast eye, my percentages are narrow, but it's good enough for a game in which the best teams in football only had about 9 touchdowns rushing. I'm trying to remember which of these teams. One of the teams had more touchdowns passing than running. The other one, there was another team that had 7 passing and I think 6 rushing. So fairly balanced for some of these teams. But anyway, long story short, if you when there's a touchdown scored, you just look at the fast eye for the team you're playing. If the Spartans have rolled a 4, 5, or 6, that means you'll look over here and see which of those players scored the touchdown. So you do have, again, we rated these best based on our game system. We rated these to the best of the available data. And again, this is only 6 pips. on the six-sided die, so we do as well as we can to give at least an inkling as to who would score. For instance, the Braves had one touchdown pass in the entire season, and it was thrown by one man, Hughes. So you may end up throwing a lot more touchdowns in your play, but only Hughes will be the man throwing those passes because he only threw the one. However, they run for touchdowns on 2+, which would be mostly battles, cliff battles, and music. So if you score 3 touchdowns in a game, most likely it's going to be cliff battles getting those. If the Braves with a 0 offense can muster multiple touchdowns in a game. So, all right. Anyway, I want to share that. And Dell just put together a home and away round robin for the teams as opposed to the historical schedule. So this is actually week 1. This is not the real life schedule for the 1932 season, but it is a balanced. And one of the reasons for that is some teams, again, in 1932 played more games. Some didn't play as many games, but we thought this would be a chance to have a balanced schedule and a chance to replay, assuming every team gets the same amount of games. So we have a schedule here for you. And there you go, folks. That's now available free. I'll put a link in the video description box for those who are interested in Gridiron Dice and Drives, for those who own it, for those who are thinking about buying it, whatever. There is the landscaped version as well. It's 3 pages. And you'll notice the profile page is the way I would go because you can print this front and back. On one side is the league and the ratings. You flip it over and you got your schedule on the back side. So pretty cool. I prefer the portrait for this particular product. And remember, we still have our Gridiron Dice and Drives demo 1.5, which is the update from the old free one. I left the original one on here, but there is a new 1.5 PDF that went up June 6th. There's also printables, so if you don't want to use the book, you can just print out some of the charts and tables. I will say this. This is the demo. The game evolved and changed quite a bit from the demo, but for the most part, the concepts are there. And I think this may work with that. To be honest, I haven't played the demo version since we originally started proofing it, and I was play testing it. I can't recall how many changes Dell's made to the game since then because I only play tested and played what Dell was sending me. But I think these should all work with the demo version. God, that's a good question. I should have asked Dell. They should, although the game changed quite a bit, if I remember right. This is a pretty basic, it really was, the free version really was the demo prototype of what we were working on, and then 1.5 is an update, so, alright, so there you have it, but at least there's a couple of versions, a landscape version, and a profile version. All right, everybody, have a wonderful week upcoming. Be safe out there, and okay, bye-bye.